maple syrup or pancake syrup? Which one should you use? Do you know the difference? How about when you go to a restaurant to eat pancakes or French toast? Which syrup do they serve? Hi everyone, this is Begonia with Simply Health. Today I'm going to answer all of these questions as evidenced by science, plus take a peek at next week's video. So stick around and let's get to it. There are some major differences between pancake syrups that are very important to keep in mind so that you make an informed decision before buying them. In terms of price, there is no doubt. Pancake syrup is far less expensive than pure maple syrup, but those savings may come at a price to your health that no money may reverse. Let's start by taking a look at pure maple syrup. It is the perfect addition to your morning pancakes, waffles, or yogurt. Millions of people eat maple syrup many times a week. Farmers in Canada, where over 70% of this delicious sugar is produced, harvest the syrup by tapping the trunk of maple trees in early spring. When you buy pancake syrup, it may surprise you to know that you're actually not buying maple syrup at all. The easiest way to tell is simply by going to the ingredients list. In the ingredients list, you will find the only ingredient needed to make this delicious sweetener: maple syrup. One serving of pure maple syrup, or about a quarter of a cup or 50 milliliters, contains about 7% of your daily need for calcium, potassium, and iron, and over 25% the amount of zinc that you need in a day, and 150% of the manganese you need in one day. It also contains traces of niacin, folic acid, and biotin, which are B vitamins, as well as beta-carotene, which is a precursor for vitamin A. Researchers from the University of Rhode Island have found over 50 beneficial compounds associated with anti-cancer, anti-diabetes, anti-inflammatory, and antibacterial properties in this one ingredient: maple syrup. It is a source of phenolics, which are phytochemicals that are also found in berries. Although it's a sweetener, it does not increase blood sugar as quickly as table sugar or other syrups or high fructose corn syrup. This means that it is better for anyone, but especially those who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, as it has a lower impact on your blood glucose levels. Fun fact: if you buy a bottle of real maple syrup, you will notice that it has a little tiny handle on it that has no function at all whatsoever. In fact, the handles in maple syrup bottles are a classic example of an ischemiform, a retained but no longer functional stylistic feature. Its only purpose is brand identity. Its design symbol is synonymous with maple syrup and unique to the product. When you go to the store looking for pancake syrup, you will notice that you won't find tiny handles on bottles of syrup that are not real maple syrup. Other bottles of syrup, such as IHOP original syrup or Log Cabin original syrup, may have handles, but they are large and functional. So, not real maple syrup. Let's take a look at other pancake syrups. They do not come from a tree and they are artificially made. Some of the artificial ingredients found in pancake syrups are found in the coloring, which is labeled in the ingredients list as caramel coloring. In fact, if you look at the ingredients list of pancake syrup, you're going to find a very long list of ingredients, most of which you won't know what they are. So I'm gonna look at some of those to give you an idea what you may be purchasing. Caramel coloring. Manufacturers do not have to tell us what ingredients have been used to make this caramel coloring. Caramel coloring may or may not have 4-methylenediazole or 4-mel. This is a cancer-causing chemical in mice and a potential cancer-causing ingredient in people, according to the World Health Organization. This carcinogen is also found in many soda drinks, many soy sauces, and many baked goods. Potassium sorbate. It is used as an antimicrobial to prevent the growth of mold and bacteria in these syrups. Potassium sorbate has been found to be a genotoxic and mutagenic compound in humans. Let's look at the meaning of these two words. According to the Miller-Keeney Encyclopedia of Medicine, genotoxic means damaging to DNA, pertaining to agents known to damage DNA, thereby causing mutations or cancer. What does mutagenic mean? From the same source, mutagenic refers to mutations, which are the changing of the structure of a gene caused by the alteration of our genetic material or DNA. So these compounds can actually change our DNA. Natural flavors is another ingredient that you will find in pancake syrups. These ingredients usually make the list in many foods, and most people love nature, so the term natural seems like it would sell and it would be easy to purchase the product. The truth is that any manufacturer can use the word natural in their label, and it means very little. No agency regulates the term, and it has no legal definition. The sad part is that you and me, the consumer, have no way of knowing what makes up the ingredients of natural flavor because the manufacturer does not have to reveal them. Artificial flavors. The information of what their artificial flavor is made of is proprietary, and the company does not have to reveal its formula to us, the consumers. These are some of the many ingredients that can be found in pancake syrup. Do restaurants serve pure maple syrup? In very rare occasions, some restaurants may have the option of real maple syrup for an extra charge, but generally the option is not even there. I want to close this topic with a final note on cancer. I mentioned a couple of ingredients found in pancake syrup that have links to cancer. If you live long enough, you're likely to know someone that has passed of cancer. For the most part, unless we're talking about lung cancer, doctors are not likely to know where it came from and why. We rarely tend to associate something like going to eat pancakes for breakfast or drinking sodas with cancer. It would be almost crazy if we did. But maybe we have to start thinking in terms of the cumulative effect of all of these products that slowly add to the chances of developing cancer over time. This is only an observation, or maybe a cry out to looking at eating less processed foods and investing more into our longevity and long-term health. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Come back next week where we will compare popular sodas like Coca-Cola, root beer, iced tea, and Pepsi. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, cheers to your health.